Have you ever felt like you're just going through the motions, stuck in a routine that doesn't feel like your own? You wake up, go to work, come home, and repeat. You tell yourself, this is just how life is. But deep down, you know there has to be more. We often think that massive, life-altering changes require a miracle, a stroke of luck, or some grand, elaborate plan. But what if I told you that the most powerful transformations don't start with 100 steps, but with just one single, conscious decision? Think about it. Your life today is the result of thousands of choices you've made over the years. What you ate for breakfast, the major you chose in college, the people you decided to keep in your circle. Each choice, big or small, has led you to this very moment. But we get so caught up in the momentum of our past choices that we forget we have the power to make a new one, right now. Many people stay stuck not because they lack ability, but because they're afraid to choose differently. The fear of the unknown, the fear of failure, the fear of what others might think. It's like a heavy anchor holding us in place. We convince ourselves that it's safer to stay in a familiar misery than to risk heading into an uncertain future. But real, meaningful change never happens in the comfort zone. It begins the very second you decide, with full intention, to act. Let's imagine someone named Alex. For years, Alex has been unhappy in a job that drains all their energy. Every Sunday night, that familiar sense of dread creeps in. Alex complains to friends, scrolls through job postings without applying, and dreams of a different life. But every morning, Alex gets up and goes back to the same desk, feeling powerless. The excuse is always the same. The economy is bad, or I don't have the right skills, or I'm too old to start over. These are not reasons. They are walls built by fear. Then one day, something shifts. Maybe it's after a particularly draining meeting, or after reading an inspiring book, or just a moment of quiet reflection. Alex makes a decision, not a vague wish, but a firm, concrete decision. I will not spend another year of my life feeling this way. That's it. That's the spark. This decision isn't magic. The next day, Alex still has the same job, but everything is different because the mindset has changed. Instead of just complaining, Alex starts taking small, actionable steps. They decide to wake up 30 minutes earlier each day to work on a new skill online. They update their resume, not with the goal of applying for 100 jobs at once, but just to have it ready. They start networking, not by asking for favors, but by genuinely connecting with people in fields that interest them. Slowly, almost imperceptibly at first, things begin to change. That extra 30 minutes of learning each morning builds into a valuable new skill. That updated resume leads to a conversation, which leads to an interview. The new connections open doors to opportunities Alex never even knew existed. A year later, Alex is in a completely new role, one that feels exciting and fulfilling. Looking back, it wasn't a single lucky break that changed everything. It was that one decision to stop accepting a reality they hated and to start building one they loved. The decision was the catalyst for all the actions that followed. Here's another powerful example: choosing to let go of a toxic environment. This could be a draining friendship, a negative family dynamic, or even a community that constantly brings you down. It's so hard to walk away, isn't it? We feel a sense of loyalty or guilt, or we're afraid of being alone. So we stay, absorbing the negativity, letting it dim our own light. We make excuses for others' behavior, telling ourselves it's not that bad, or they don't mean it. But just like with the unfulfilling job, there comes a moment of clarity, a moment where you decide, my peace is more important. Making the choice to distance yourself or walk away is incredibly painful at first. There might be drama, difficult conversations, and moments of intense loneliness. You might even question if you made the right call. But that decision is like pulling a weed from a garden. It hurts the soil for a moment, but it creates the space for beautiful things to grow. Over time, you start to notice the change. Your mind feels clearer. You have more energy because you're not constantly defending yourself or managing someone else's drama. You start attracting people who are supportive, positive, and aligned with your values. Life feels lighter, freer, and more authentic. Years later, you'll look back and realize that the temporary pain of leaving was a small price to pay for the long-term peace and happiness you gained. That single, brave decision to protect your well-being created a foundation for a healthier, more meaningful life. The core lesson here is so simple, yet we complicate it all the time. One clear, intentional decision has the power to redirect your entire future. It's the moment you stop drifting and grab the steering wheel. It's the moment you stop being a passive observer of your life and become the active creator of it. You don't need to have the entire 10-year plan mapped out. You don't need to know every single step you're going to take. In fact, trying to figure everything out at once is often what keeps us paralyzed. All you need is the clarity of your next move. What is the one decision you can make today that your future self will thank you for? Maybe it's the decision to finally start that health journey, not by vowing to lose 50 pounds, but by deciding to go for a 20-minute walk today. Maybe it's the decision to fix your finances, not by trying to become a millionaire overnight, but by deciding to create a simple budget this weekend. Maybe it's the decision to improve your mindset, not by expecting to be happy all the time, but by deciding to start a gratitude journal tonight, writing down just 3 things you're thankful for. Each of these is a single decision, but it's a decision that sets a new course. It's a declaration to yourself and to the universe that you are ready for something different. You are ready to grow. You are ready to take responsibility for your own happiness. Stop waiting for the perfect time. Stop waiting for someone to give you permission. The power has been inside you all along. The life you dream of is not on the other side of luck. It's on the other side of a decision. Your life is a story, and you are the author. The previous chapters may have been written by habit, by fear, or by circumstance, but you have the pen in your hand right now. You can start a new chapter whenever you choose. So, I ask you again, what is the one decision you can make today? Don't just think about it. Feel it. Commit to it. Make that one brave choice and watch how it begins to create a completely different and more beautiful tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. If this message resonated with you, please hit that like button and subscribe for more content to help you build a life you love. I'll see you in the next one.